Fish farming is the best commercial fishing technique, and here's why.
Half the fish consumed globally are farmed.
This is hailed as a solution to overfishing.
In a 100% controlled environment, tanks on land instead of pens in lakes, you can almost eliminate any negative impact on the ocean.
It also takes less food to feed fish than land animals.
Shellfish farms can restore waterways.
Farm fishing can increase the economy by creating year-round jobs, and average U.S. production can be valued at $1.5 billion.
Wow! Did you know that fish farming also preserves cultural heritage in the form of fish ponds?
These fish ponds are a Hawaiian tradition, and they've been around for thousands of years, but with fish farming, they've come back into modern world.
And the way that we fish farm is very resource efficient. Do you have problems with bycatch in your fishing method?
Far too many dolphins in your nets.
Turtles flooding your terrain.
Seals just getting sucked up in your solution.
Well, we present to you the best commercial farming method by far.
Fish farming.
Specifically for salmon.
Oh yeah!
Let's talk about the other fishing methods for a second. Trawlers, these big boats used for commercial fishing. They pull a wide net called a trawl along the bottom of the water behind them. This results in so much bottom damage, especially to coral reefs. It also produces a lot of bycatch, and bycatch is fish species that aren't aimed for, so you don't want those.
Yeah, you never want that. And another example of
terrible
example of bad fishing is long lining. This commercial fishing tactic with long fishing lines attached to a boat. It has baited hooks and attached on the line at designated intervals.
And buoys to hold the line up.
There's almost around 25 to 100,000 hooks per line, ranging from 50 feet to 100 miles in length. These hooks are dangerously sharp, and and
they're prone to catching bycatch. Specifically dolphins, seabirds, sea turtles, and sharks.
Sharks! No, not the shark!
Let's talk about our final terrible fishing method.
Drift net fishing.
These vertical, stupid, floating nets that are hanging from boats, they're not anchored, there are small holes that are small enough to snag fish by the gills and by the fins. It results in a lot of bycatch, too.
You know how they figure out where these fish are?
Helicopters! Planes!
Air pollution!
Now, we present to you fish farming, our chosen method.
These fish are commercially raised, and we use specific species such as salmon.
Yep, they're boarded off spaces with nets. They're fed and fattened until they're ready for harvest.
There's virtually no bycatch.
The fish are usually carnivorous, and they're fed their favorite little foods like anchovies and other small fish.
Downsides may include off-coast pollution and possible disease spread throughout the fish populations.
Yes. And our target fish is salmon, a highly valued fish for their pink flesh, which is considered a delicacy by many cultures.
These farmed salmon typically have a high fat content, which makes them rich in omega-3 fatty acids.
Salmon are relatively easy to farm, and they have a high rate of reproduction, which is perfect for our new farming method. Fish farming, we present to you. Buy it now at your local fish farm.
Fish farm, farm fish.
Fish farm, farm fish.